This is the Portable Power Washer by Hoto, and in this video I wanted to give you a quick synopsis of this product, and I wanted to share with you the pros and the cons of it to see if it's something that you might be interested in getting. I'll put a link in the description below to the product itself if you want to learn more about it. So let's dive in. Starting off, when you first receive this product, it comes packaged really nicely, and then it's going to come with your power washer little gun right here, and then it's going to have the battery that attaches on the bottom of it, and then it basically comes in two separate parts for your nozzle here, and then it has your little soap bottle underneath it, and then it comes with your hose that you're going to insert into a bucket of water. That way you can take it wherever you go and be able to spray stuff down. So that's basically what the product is, what it looks like, and now let's talk about how it actually functions. To be able to operate this device, you're going to want to flip the button to the unlock position, and then you can depress it and it will start spraying water. When you first initially put the hose into the bucket of water and pull the trigger, there will be a momentary delay from when the water will actually start spraying out of this, and that's because it just takes a little bit of time for the water to pump through the whole hose first. So that is something that I noticed about this when you initially use it, but then once water gets through the whole hose and system, you can stop spraying and start spraying and it will all be immediate. You can also change the spray mode on here between jet, a foam / shower, 40 degrees, 20 degrees, or tilted. So those are the different settings that you can choose to have this on, and that's it. You can put your soap in here and then start spraying and start cleaning. Now I want to get into the pros and the cons of this product, and I'm going to start off with the pros. So the first thing that I like about this is that it's actually portable. I don't have to hook up to a hose system. I don't have to be strapped to an electrical outlet. I don't have to be near my house. I can literally take this thing wherever I want to go. I can spray something down at the back of my property, and it's not a hassle at all. The other thing that I really enjoy about this product is it's very lightweight. So sometimes when you have a full heavy-duty power washer, the device itself is really heavy, but then even spraying it just is a little bit heavier. This thing is so light, you can literally do it one-handed if you want to. So this is very easy to manage and to operate. So if you have a lot to spray down, this is very light and easy to manage. That's also another thing that I really like about it, is when you spray it, it makes that little bit of noise, but it's not loud at all, especially compared to a normal gas-powered power washer. So this is much quieter. And then another advantage is that when you stop spraying, it's just silent. There's no engine running, there's nothing going on, and then you can literally pick it back up and start spraying again 5 minutes later. So it's really nice that you don't need to constantly have your machine running the whole time. You can set it down, take a break, come back, start spraying again. And that's really nice when you're like washing down a car, because you might want to spray it all with soap and then you want to scrub it and set your machine down. Then you might want to power it on again to spray it back off. So it's nice that you don't have to like turn the whole engine off, pull start it, all that stuff. It's just the literally click of a button. So I currently have this with both of these tubes on here, but I've also seen people where they just connect the small hose to it. So it's a lot shorter and it's a lot more minimal at that point. So that's something else you can do if you just have smaller projects or things that you want to spray down. Now let's get into the cons and the things that I don't like. So the first and the most obvious thing about this product is it isn't as powerful as a normal gas-powered power washer. This thing doesn't have as much force, not as much output, and it just doesn't have the same cleaning capability that that does. This thing is just not as powerful. So that's a big difference. If you need something more heavy duty, if you want to spray down like concrete or the cement, it's going to be very difficult to do with this. If you want to spray down a bike that you own, or if you want to spray down your car, I think this thing would be more suitable for light tasks. But if you have heavy duty grime that you're trying to spray off your siding or anything like that, this isn't going to be for you. You're going to want to go with the gas powered power washer or something that's more powerful. This thing is made for quicker, smaller tasks that really is more about just giving a quick spray down rather than something really powerful. So that is probably the biggest con that I see with this, but it kind of just caters to a different group of people. Someone might not want the full power and they don't have these full heavy duty tasks. They might want something smaller and portable. The other thing that I wasn't the biggest fan of about this product is the battery life was just kind of so-so. I think it lasted me around 28 minutes of using this thing. I was spraying the concrete, I was washing my car, I was spraying down these buckets we had, and it lasted about 28 minutes in my testing, and that's just in a real world scenario of me spraying it, and I used different levels as well. So that was the duration of it, which isn't that long. It could maybe just last a full car wash or something, and then you would have to recharge it after that. So I wish it just lasted longer. And the other downfall is it takes quite a while to actually fully charge the battery back up. So it's not like you can quickly just charge it and then go back to your cleaning task. I think what you would want to do in that scenario is get 2 different batteries. That way you always have a backup one that you can be swapping out back and forth. So that's another drawback that I noticed with this. I guess the last drawback with this device is that the top of this gets really warm when you're actually using it and spraying. The handle, the bottom part, this whole device here, it's fine, it's not going to be too hot, but the top of this gets pretty darn warm. So that is another thing to just know about this product. And then the last thing I want to mention about this is I don't know the long-term durability of it. I've only had this for a few weeks and have been using it here at home, but I haven't had this for like a year. So I don't know if this is going to hold up, if the battery's going to die, if this device is going to die. When I read reviews online, they're kind of split, honestly, 50-50. Some people love it, some people say it's working great, other people say it's died after like a month. So I don't know. I guess I can let you know in the future if this thing dies on me or if it continues to help me out around the house and just be able to spray stuff down. So there it is. Those are my thoughts about the Hoto Portable Power Washer. If you want to check it out, again, a link's in the description. And thanks for watching.